Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you're a regular viewer, and if you're new, you're always welcome here. It's all inclusive. This channel is of love and light always, and I do my very best to protect it from dark energies. And I'm so happy to be here with you today, as this is my life purpose, to be a messenger, a healer, and to be deliver messages of love and light. And as I deliver these messages, I also receive them for myself as well. All messages are delivered by spirit through me. And so today, there's a big emphasis on clearing in our paths, but we are being asked to take part in that clearing. And as you see here, there's a big focus of Lord Ganesh energy. If you are not familiar with Lord Ganesh is an energy that is a very, I will say, active in moving energy and clearing energy away, and assisting us in moving and clearing energy out of our paths, so we can make way for something new and for something healthier. As I woke up this morning, I was really feeling into clearing toxic energies, and making time to meditate and to remove those things in our path that do not belong, that hold us back, that keep us in negative energy, like fear and anger and regret and all of those things. And as human beings, we are prone to feel those things, but it is our responsibility to, just as it is to keep our health in check, it is our responsibility to keep our spiritual health in check, and to nourish it, to grow it, and to help ourselves on this path. And yes, we do have a multitude of energies around us, angel, spirit guides, your divine creator. And today we have this beautiful energy of Lord Ganesh to assist us and to remind us that it's time to take action in regards to our clearing the path, to work in tandem with the universe, to work in tandem with these energies that are here to assist us. Because listen, they can be here for us forever, but we have to take notice that they are here for us to assist us on our path and to kind of guide us and help us grow, right? I always feel like this is kind of a symbolic of when a child learns to ride a bicycle for the first time, and the parent is holding on to the seat, and the child is fearful. How am I going to do this without the assistance of my mother or father? But there comes a time when you kind of have to learn that you have to do your part and stand up on your own. And so today, this energy, this message, it is about owning our strength, owning our powerful energy to help us move along on our path. And so before we begin, just take a few deep breaths in and out to clear that energy, to make room for the message, so that it resonates and applies where it's needed in your life. And if you just take a minute to kind of just clear your head and allow those energies to sort of like opening the curtains so you can see outside. Allow that energy to come in and move freely. As I said, this message is a really strong energy of Lord Ganesh coming in. I did shuffle and allowed the cards to pick us, and so they are before you right now. And as I said, when I woke up this morning, I was feeling that need to clear energy. And it's important to try to do this on a daily basis. because some of us absorb energy like a sponge, and we need to clean that out because it can affect our daily, hourly, even minute to the minute, our own energy. And so we need to be able to clear that out and stand in our own light. And as I always say, stay in our own lane, right? And so the first card that picked us is the Clear Your Energy card, which is so funny because that's how I felt when I woke up this morning. I felt that a really, when I feel messages like this, it feels like in my heart space, it feels very tense, not tense, dense, like a dense energy, like it's like powerful, and it's something that needs to be shared. And so I feel like with this Lord Ganesh energy, it is that sort of elephant strength, the sort of powerful, and I feel like we as human beings don't realize how powerful we are. I feel personally like elephants are the strongest animal in their environment, and but yet they are very familial and very loyal, and very loving animals, but they have a fierceness too. So when times are tough, they push on and they figure it out. And so I feel like that energy is here for us today. And I feel like on the heels of that, clearing that energy comes a sustenance. Like maybe some of us have been feeling like there's something we're lacking. And so clearing out that energy brings in sort of a stillness, a peace, sort of a satisfaction, like it's like an itch that you can't satisfy. So I feel like this energy here is saying, clear your energy, make your way, stand in your power. And that brings satiation, it brings sustenance to something that we've been feeling is off or unsettled. It brings that peace in to know that whatever it is that's coming is something that we can definitely power through, right? And so I feel like this, clearing this energy out, bringing this peace in, allows us to make room for us to reflect and concentrate, to put out there our own energy, our light, and standing in our own power. It makes room for concentration on maybe you haven't been able to make a decision on something. So it kind of clears the path for all of that energy that's in the way for us to be able to think with our heart and our mind, heart, body, mind, spirit, as above, so below, to think in alignment with our soul, with our energy, and with our mind as a human being, as a spiritual being in alignment. And on the heels of that, I was amazed as these cards fell out one by one, because on the heels of that comes joy. It allowing ourselves to make room for that that peace, that standing in our power brings us joy. I was thinking the other day that a lot of us have had a lot of sadness throughout our paths, and that's us as human beings. Yes, we do experience sadness and loss and regret and all of those things, but I feel like we are not expected to be perfect, because we're gonna have those times, but we need to be taught how to clear our paths and to kind of rearrange our energy to allow us to be more stable on our feet and be like that powerful elephant energy where you power through it, and you power through it with faith in yourself, faith in your divine creator, faith in the universe. It's all about alignment, aligning ourselves to this beautiful energy to move us forward, to create our own successes, and to take joy and celebration in those successes. And success doesn't just mean monetary or upward movement in career. It means everything. It means stability, joy, self-confidence, accessing the intellect that we didn't know we had, decision-making abilities. It's just everything you can think of. This is a very powerful time in our lives when it's time. I feel like we are, all of us in some way, shape, or form are at the cusp of something different. And I know that for a lot of you that are in tune with your inner self, your spiritual life, you feel that something is right there, but you don't quite know what it is. And it starts with that inner clearing that energy, making room for that beautiful transition into stability and strength and power. And that doesn't mean that you have to emerge as a badass and kick everyone's ass along the way. It's not like that. It's more, you have that inner security with yourself, and that alone is the battle. That's your victory in the battle. So it's your strength, your self-confidence, that joy that comes in, allowing yourself to clear energies every day. And trust me, there are many times when I want to say to people exactly what I'm feeling in that moment, but it would not be a good idea. So it takes inner strength to sort of rise above and move on past things. I know I have a tendency to bring it home with me, and I shouldn't do that because it affects the energy in the house, and I'm trying to work on that. But when you're around energies that are toxic, it takes a toll. So it's in those moments where you have to realize the true power is not lashing out back at people. It's building on your own power and strength to make the right decision, to move forward, or to change your perspective, or whatever that means to you. It is that Lord Ganesh energy and that animal spirit energy of the elephant that's here today to remind us we are very, very powerful beings. We just don't allow ourselves or give ourselves the time to realize that. So Lord Ganesh promises that on the heels of all this comes splendor. But also I feel like the splendor is you. It's us. It's yourself. You are splendor. And that splendor comes in as your light that maybe once was dimmed, shining bright. You are the splendor. You are the light. And so I feel like this message here and the energy that is being conveyed is only for our benefit, to rise up in our own power, our strength, and through loving ourselves and forgiveness of situations, not necessarily contacting someone and telling them, I forgive you for everything you did to me, that was horrible. It's more like the situation was what it was, I learned what I did, and I'm thankful for that lesson, and moving forward. And that builds upon our strength, our personal power, and our empowerment to, when I say rise above, that's what I mean, is to rise above and move forward. Let whatever happened in the past be. It was what it was. They were who they were, or the situation was what it was and it wasn't for you, so you moved on. Whatever it was, whatever this means to you, this energy is here today to remind you you're in the driver's seat. You are the one in the driver's seat. You're the one in control. And so an enlightenment comes in with all of this inner work, this quiet time to clear our energy, is when I always say, I never sleep a full 8 hours at night. I wake up in the middle of the night, and that's when I have my best ideas. That's when I feel enlightened, and that's when I feel a connection to my guides, to my inner voice, and to the universe. And so I feel like all of this message, this energy here coming in, is meant to enlighten us on our path, and to bring us closer to the miraculous beings that we were created to be. And lastly, on this beautiful deck, I'm going to show you the box that this came in, because this actually, I love all my card decks, but this is the most beautiful card deck. Every time I use it, I just feel so lifted just by looking at the beautiful artwork here. The last card that chose us is understanding. Now, see, the picture here indicates an eye, right? I feel like that is an indication of our own intuition, our third eye. It is our understanding of a greater understanding of the miraculous, the power of our own selves, the power of working with the universe and working within ourselves and with our divine creator. And I just feel like that understanding comes, it's like a package deal. So it comes with the working on clearing our energies out, freeing ourselves to create and make decisions going forward for what's best in our lives. And yes, there are miracles and fate that happens. But we also have the responsibility of making those decisions and moving ourselves forward. I know people that don't trust themselves, so they just wait for a divine miracle. And, I just feel like you could be waiting for years sometimes. So that's why it's important that we work together with our with the universe and all of those energies that surround us, benevolent energies and angelic energies, and even those that have passed, to kind of come to us and assist us in our journey on our path. So it is a collaborative energy. It isn't, I feel like, yes, there are miracles and sometimes they come out of the blue, and that's amazing. And I feel like that just keeps our faith. It keeps us going. But we have to do our part as well. That's my belief, and that's what I feel here. The Lord Ganesh, if you're interested, the Lord Ganesh, Whispers of Lord Ganesh, it looks like the author of these cards is Angela Hartfield. So if you're interested, look that up on, you can just order them on YouTube or someplace, I think, if you want them. But they're beautiful cards. I do want to just remind you that we all have some form of intuition, and it's nice to listen to people, readers, but you also have to know that you can trust yourself. And so I wanted to just let you know that. I'm going to do one card from Archangel Raphael, because I feel that healing energy is here as well. And there's a huge healing here for some, and it is a transition. Like I said, rising above, somebody's going to unhinge themselves from a traumatic event that happened in their life. Interesting that it says good night's sleep, because some of you haven't slept well, because I feel like you have this hurt or this anger or resentment, or, like I said, letting go of past things and rising above it. I feel like this is coming in, a much needed reprieve, a much needed rest, a permanent change from releasing those energies that kept you stuck, and releasing yourself from your own prison. Whatever happened in the past with somebody or a situation, they weren't keeping you prisoner. You were. And so Archangel Raphael says you're going to heal yourself here. You're going to get to that point where you're really working on yourself, and that working on yourself brings you to that, using your own key to release yourself from your own prison. And so the do more research card pops out, and I feel like it's really looking into healing energies, how to heal yourself, how to maybe meditate and get within yourself to clear your path. And so I feel like there's some of you that are really, really feeling anxious to get moving in your life. And I feel like this is where you start. This is where you begin to help yourself. Okay, it's not that your angels, your divine creator, your whoever you believe in, isn't willing to help you because they're there, but they want you to stand up in your own powerful energy to move forward. I was looking at the Miracles Now card deck by Gabrielle Bernstein. It's really beautiful. So if you have a chance, look that up. Here we have the message: I let intimate relationships be the greatest learning devices for spiritual growth and healing. Isn't that amazing? So all of our past experiences, and maybe even the current ones and future ones, are all about learning. And one of the biggest challenges I think that people face is letting go of it. It wasn't meant to be. It was what it was for a season, and now it's done. You've learned your lesson. You're moving on. And no matter how painful it was or how difficult it was to be in that situation, whatever it was, it is over. And you've got to look to the lessons that were learned and never revisit them again. And then move forward in that peace, in that joy, in that stability in your life. So I feel like this message today is so very specific about our own inner power. And so with that, I am going to close out this message and to let you know that I am so happy that you took the time to listen and to be in this collective energy with me, and that you have a beautiful and blessed day and week ahead. Until next time, all my love and light. Namaste.